What is up, YouTube? We got Jason Nolf versus Dorian Olivarez today. They both train at Kingsway Jiujitsu in Austin, Texas. Jason Nolf is a 4-time NCAA finalist, a 2-time Big Ten Conference champion, and recently competed in CJI 1 and UFC 1 BJJ. Dorian is a black belt under John Danaher, who recently competed at CGI 3, and he has competed in ADCC as well. Both athletes are extremely well experienced in the wrestling department. Round 1 starts with both athletes looking for superior hand positioning with grip fighting. Dorian is looking for a lot of feints, a lot of heavy feints for Jason to react. Dorian wants Jason to mistime his shots and sprawl so he can get a front headlock attempt on Jason. But Jason is well aware of the feints. As Dorian looks for the snap down, he goes for the thumb down grip and he shoots for a double leg, which Jason defends well. So Dorian switches into a lumberjack single leg. Now, Jason is defending well by posting on the mat, and Dorian retreats and they reset. Now they're just tying up, looking for superior grip positioning. Dorian goes for a small snap down right there. You can see every time when they connect, Dorian always goes for the thumb down grip as it's more superior to her neutral wrist grip. Shoots for a double leg. Jason does a great job timing that shot by sprawling down. Dorian is doing a great job by posting on Jason's hand to gauge his distance. Now Jason shoots for a quick double and he switches it into a body lock attempt. And they go out of bounds and they restart. Now, Dorian wants to bully Jason. He pushes Jason around the mat and he goes for a double leg, but Jason does a great job defending with a front headlock. Now Dorian is looking for his own front headlock as well, but Jason has his posture up, so it's really hard for Dorian to snap him down. Dorian is doing a great job with his hand fighting and his gauging distance. He shoots quick for a single leg, but he switches into a body lock, but Jason attempts defensive attempt well. They interlock hands and they go for a pushing contest. Now Dorian goes for a little snap down to off-balance Jason, but Jason's posture is so strong. He's really hard to snap down. He's also taller than Dorian as well. Dorian's playing rough. He's posting on Jason's head. He's putting his head on Jason's face, making it rough. Now he's looking constantly to snap down Jason, but Jason uses that snap down to shoot on Dorian, but Dorian does a great job defending, and now Dorian shoots for his own takedown and gets Jason on bottom. Jason is looking to get up, posting his right hand on the mat, but they somehow restart with Jason on bottom. Okay, now Dorian goes for a body lock. He trying to jump to take Jason's back, but now they're in dogfight position, and now Dorian sits down, looks for the back. Dorian is doing a great job dragging that leg of Jason. Now he rolls over looking for the back, but they restart. Well, Dorian is such a scrappy athlete. Jason looks for a quick single leg, but Dorian just steps that leg backwards and Jason has to restart. This is such a high-paced matchup. Jason looks for the front headlock, but Dorian dives underneath, looking to sit out and goes for the body lock, but they restart in the middle. Jason attempts a single leg, but Dorian steps back and he defends the takedown well. Now, Jason looks a bit tired now, so I think Dorian's going to step up the pace a bit more. Jason goes for a snap down, off balance. Dorian looks for the double leg. Oh, Jason hits a funk roll, gets up with the single leg, but Dorian just steps his leg out again. Now Dorian has a collar tie on Jason, but Jason uses his own collar tie to snap Dorian down. Now Jason has a body lock on Dorian. We'll see what he gonna use that body lock to do. Oh, he goes for a roll. He rolls Dorian over and traps Dorian into a reverse triangle and uses that triangle to get up. But Dorian is looking for a single leg of his own, and he's trying to get up with a... Oh, Jason locks up the reverse triangle on Dorian. It looks tight. Looks really tight, and Dorian taps. That was a great submission by Jason Nolf. That was so unexpected coming from a wrestler. Now they restart with Jason having a heavy collar tie. Jason uses Dorian failed single leg attempt to circle around to his back and now looks to break down Dorian's turtle and to secure his back for a submission attempt. Dorian is looking to roll out of that turtle position, but Jason is doing a great job putting a lot of shoulder pressure on Dorian's left neck, which makes it way harder for Dorian to make attempt on the Granby roll. See how Jason is putting his head over to the other side of Dorian's neck. That is for it to become harder for Dorian to make any escape attempts. Now Jason is trying to break Dorian's turtle with the double unders. Now Jason has to look to put one of his hooks in order to secure that back position. But Dorian is doing a great job by posting up and looking to hip switch. But Jason does a great job maintaining that back control. See Dorian's attempt to Granby roll, but he's unable to because Jason is putting heavy shoulder pressure onto that neck of his. Now when Dorian rolls, Jason will be able to follow because of that shoulder pressure he's putting on Dorian's neck. Now Jason has Dorian's bottom leg controlled with that visor. Now they're in crucifix position. See, if Dorian wants to get out of this, he has to turn towards his right side. But he's unable to because Jason has his legs trapped and they restart. Round 2 starts. And Jason looks fresh. He doesn't look tired at all. They slap hands and they go at it. Oh, Dorian's so clever with that head post. He's so aggressive. He's always feinting heavy. He wants Jason to react. He wants Jason to attempt to sprawl so he can get a front headlock on top of him. But feinting these shots are a good start for a double leg attempt. But Jason is a NCAA wrestler. He's used to all these feints from a wrestler. Now they tie up. Dorian is looking for the snap down, but Jason does a good job circling out. They look for a pushing contest, and now they restart in the middle. I think Dorian got his eye poked, but yeah, they keep on going. Well, Dorian is super aggressive. He looks push Jason's head down to the mat, and he goes for a single leg attempt, but he gets a reverse and almost gets his back taken by Jason. Those heavy collar ties by Dorian. Dorian is so heavy with those feints. Now he has a collar tie trying to snap Jason down, but Jason immediately pushes himself back up. Now he goes for the collar tie snap down attempt again. Jason is doing a good job hand fighting. But Dorian is doing an amazing job pushing the bigger opponent around. To remind you, Jason is at least 10 kg heavier than Dorian. But Dorian is the one pushing Jason around. Now, Dorian is looking for the inside bicep tie, but Jason pushes forward. Now, Dorian is retreating. This first time I'm seeing Dorian retreat after he's the one being the bully here. Now, Jason is looking inside tie. Now, he goes for the overhook grip, but Dorian counters it with a front headlock. Now, Dorian looks for the front headlock attempt to maybe circle to the back of the guillotine, but Jason has a double overlock on him, but then they restart again. Super heavy collar ties by Dorian, trying to snap down, but Jason uses that snap down of Dorian and spikes into a double leg, but he manages to get Dorian on his back. Now, Jason is looking for the back, but Dorian does a great job scrambling out of that attempt. Jason immediately ducks under and looks for the single leg, but Dorian does a great job defending. Oh, Jason looks for the throw by, and Dorian defends well with that underhook. Oh, Dorian shoots a double leg of his own, but Jason spins out of it and puts Dorian on the mat. No, Dorian looks for a technical stand-up, but Jason just kicks out his rear leg, and they roll out, and then they restart. Both have strong collar ties, but Jason is getting the better of it. Oh, Dorian shoots for a double leg, and Jason is trying to defend with a body lock and one hand posting on the mat, looking to reverse the position, but then they restart because they're out of bounds again. Wow, they should go wrestle in the middle of the mat, not like way out where it's near like the entry of the gym. Fuck. Now they start with Dorian having double leg grip. Jason is doing a great job defending that double leg with a cradle. Now Jason is looking for a cradle. He's trying to roll Dorian over. Now he's looking for a full cradle. Yeah. He's applying a lot of pressure. That's how Justin Gaethje was able to defend a lot of Paddy's baddie attempt with takedown attempt with the cradle as well. And Jason does a great job reversing Dorian over, but Dorian's so scrambling, he manages to scramble back up to his knees. They restart in the middle. And both of them look exhausted by now. Round 3 starts. Dorian puts in his mouth guard and they fist bump and they start. Dorian is looking for heavy feints, pushes Jason away. Dorian has those heavy collar ties. Dorian circles around, looking for inside position, and looks for a snap down once again. That's it, folks.